How's everybody doing today? We've got a good group already on. But listen, we've got plenty of time for you to text people and text your teams and get them here. I'm Quenna in Arkansas and so happy to be with you guys again on this Saturday morning. And man, I feel like from last Saturday to this Saturday and then the Saturday before that to last Saturday, it's like so many different things are happening. And it's like, man, I'm so happy, so happy that I came into Carrot Bars almost 6 years ago. And for so many reasons, I thought it was just about gold, but my goodness, it's so much more than that. And just so very thankful today at where we are. And man, if there's ever been a time that I think, first of all, let me just make sure that you guys, what I need to do is make sure that you guys can hear me. Let me turn my chat on. Can you guys hear me? Put a yes in the chat. Awesome. Good deal. Man, if there's ever been a time, that we're in the right place at the right time, it's now. And what a solution that we are for the world. And, Carrot Bars has been something for me that, it was the greatest surprise. I thought it was just gold, but man, has it become such a wonderful personal development, professional development, education, even further about gold than what I ever thought possible. And then, learning about our CEO and our company, it's not just about gold. I mean, it's bringing gold to the masses. And I always understood that. I loved it. But man, getting into the digital arena and into the market, and I'm thinking, if we're going to be going this way anyway, who best to go with than Mr. Harold Seitz, And then all of us, I want to tell you something. Russ and I, we really reflect, and let me just say this. Perla Gerardo puts our slides together. She's a wonderful leader in this organization, true as true can be. Just, she's amazing and wonderful friend. And I must say, she now owns a golden doodle, but she works behind the scenes, everybody. And, I just appreciate her so much. And she puts the slides together for me. And, she put this quote on here: the best time for new beginnings is now. And, I think a lot of us are experiencing, there's a lot of new beginnings. We're sensing a lot of newness. And, we've got a segment today that is going to be awesome. And if you all don't know Joby, you're going to get to know him today. If you don't know Andy Mills, you're going to get to know him today. And I spend a lot of time talking to Joby. I don't spend a lot of time talking to Andy, but I did yesterday. And I'm so excited that we're going to bring this segment to you. I think it's important that you guys, I want a totally different feel here than what we get on the team huddle or staff meetings on Monday night. Here's where I want us to feel like that we are sitting around with coffee, and y'all, I cannot believe it. I left my coffee cup in the kitchen. Oh my Lord. When Joby comes on and he's talking, I'm going to sneak away and go get it. But I think now what we're seeing is the leaders all come together. And not only that, leaders that have been here for a while, but brand new leaders that are rising up. People like never before are rising up. And so all of that to say, I want to introduce Joby Gay. Russ and I are so thankful for him and Denise. They're very, very good friends of ours. But when we started Carrot Bars, it's not like we were that good of friends or anything. I'm just so happy that Joby brought this to us, because it literally, between this paying for college tuition for our 2 kids to paying off debt that was just like eating us up, just that heaviness of a big debt that we've dedicated and we're disciplined, and my commissions have paid for that. it's so much more. Maybe on Joby's side, maybe it was I'm gonna write Quenna and Russ down on my list, and we were just a name on his list. I don't think that he knew at that time. Did you, Joby, at what kind of an impact that this would have on our lives? And it's been amazing. And now it's like we're like building retirement like nobody's business. And one of the things that we are going to talk about today is, I thought that we were just going to be saving a little bit of gold. And thank goodness we were going to be able to do that. What I didn't realize, I wasn't interested in the business part. But what I didn't realize is by building a business, it puts your gold savings on steroids, So, it's awesome. And I'm so glad that you're going to help me today as we go through this information. And, as we bring Andy on later, I'm so glad that you're with me today.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. I'm so glad you and Russ said yes. Boy, what a journey it has been. We have we've gone through some stuff, and and we were strangers. I met you through my brother. You went to their church, and that's how we first met. Was that way. And anyway, you never know who knows someone else.
You don't. You don't.
That's the beauty. Mm-hmm.
What I've seen this past week is I've seen people coming together through this thing of, being at home, being on Zoom, session after session. I want people, if you guys have attended a session or multiple sessions, let us know in the chat, like which ones you've loved. We've got the huddle that's definitely awesome. The live feed that Nitsa did yesterday. If you guys have not watched that, watch it. I mean, it's awesome information. Martin Tebow, doing these daily VGRs, y'all, they are phenomenal. And every day he's got a different guest, that's coming on. And those are very valuable. Get your prospects in front of that presentation. It's at 2:00 p.m. Eastern, 1:00 p.m. Central, noon Mountain Time, and 11:00 a.m. Pacific. But it's at wealthcreation.live, wealthcreation.live. And you'd be very, very proud to send your prospects there. I love it. I love that presentation.
Yeah, I was on it yesterday with Martin. So it was really cool how he's bringing different folks at the end of the presentation, real short and sweet. And and Sean Maloney they're doing things. You probably have that information too. But so many leaders are stepping up during this time to really, really, really get the word out, because we have the cookie. I said I've used that term for 6 years. We have the cookie that everybody needs to take a bite out of, because our product is gold, right? It's not potion, lotions, and pills. They can still do that on their own, but they still have to insure their money, period. And now people are hearing it from other people than just us, right? They're seeing it in the news, how important that it is. So it's really making it a lot easier, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that we want to bring your attention, I don't necessarily have a slide for it today, but one of the latest news that we got this week, I think it's the latest one and the latest news, was about the Vegas incentive being extended. I think it's April 5th. And that's awesome, y'all, because, the way that we've been trained is anytime that we have an incentive, whether it's an individual leader that's doing it for their teams, or if it's definitely a corporate incentive, this is when we can get more besides our regular commissions, besides what we're already getting. We can increase that. And, if you guys have not gotten familiar with the Vegas incentive, it's right there in your back office under downloads, under the general tab, and also on your dashboard. Just a quick place to go is right there on your dashboard at the bottom, and you'll see the Vegas incentive there too. You can click on that, read all about it, and read about the prizes, what it takes to get those prizes. But that's wonderful. But so I wanted to bring that to your attention. The other thing.
Go ahead. On the incentive, what's really cool about this is because, most of you guys on here, are affiliates, excuse me, and maybe some guests, and definitely welcome to all the guests. But, we transitioned from one multi-pack to a new multi-pack. So the prizes within this Vegas incentive are earning multi-packs, multi-gold packs. So talk about being able to supersize your gold earnings by qualifying, for travel incentive to wherever the destination will be. Now we don't know. It was going to be in Vegas, but maybe it'll still be in Vegas. But whenever everything opens back up, but holy moly, we're going to earn these packs that have more gold in them. And
Yes.
that's what everybody needs right now is gold and money.
Yes. And the thing too about the multi-packs, and we're going to go over them briefly here in just a minute. But those multi-packs, make sure that you go on Nitsa's live feed that she did. That's a good thing about the live feeds, because they'll stay on, the recording stays on the Facebook group. Go back and catch that, because she talks about the e-points, what they're doing with the e-points. We're not going to, talk about all that today, but just some things that are coming. And it's information that you need to know if you had the original multi-packs. And then she explains the transition with it, instead of it being e-points going into gold. But basically, Joby, I don't know about you. I know my organization is within, you're my sponsor, so I'm within your organization, but you've got a lot more people than me, than just my team. But more and more people are coming to the knowledge of the need of gold, and which we know that, like for 6 years, we have been educating, and even before that, we've been educating, or I know Russ and I have, that in a crisis, in, uncertain times, and not only that, but just as we know that our currency is not backed by gold anymore, it's not backed by anything, as it devalues and as inflation goes up, whatever we have converted into gold, it also goes up. So it's like you're inflation proofing your income,
Exactly.
In a nutshell, that's what it is. So, basically when you're working with your prospects or your teams, and because I'm telling you, affiliates are waking up, if more and more affiliates are wanting to buy more gold. I know I am. I'm buying more gold and exchanging, my worthless fiat into gold. But even prospects like, hey, I know that you're a part of a gold company. What can I do about getting some gold, some physical gold? And we're able to open up that conversation. And so I love what Nitsa put together with this flyer, because this shows, this is like a kind of a one at a glance. We offer an all-inclusive gold money system, cash gold bundle packs. It's very important that you understand that this is not a certain package that's in your back office. This was something that it's packages that were created by just price points of how much cash gold. And if you find out, from those prospects or the affiliates, how much are you wanting to move into gold? And then these are your price points right here. This lets you know about how much gold right here, how much gold comes in those, that amount of money that they're spending. But also it shows physical delivery, unlimited free storage, all the different highlights of what we do. So it's very, very good for a good review of everything that we offer. Then from there, if they're wanting to refer a few friends, or maybe it's a network marketer, we've got a lot of those that are coming in. They're looking for homes now.
Yes.
And if they refer people, then move a portion of that into a multi-pack, so that, because the portion that they move into a multi-pack, everyone, it will make up through the matches, which we're going to lead right into that. They will make up whatever they move into a multi-pack. They'll be able to earn additional commissions as they're referring people, but they'll also be able to put their gold on steroids because of the match that they'll be getting from referring other people. And I think that's very, very strong. So Joby, I want,
Mhm.
like I'm going to turn it over to you where you can kind of cover the multi-pack. So we look at the gold, you find out how much they want to move into gold, start there. And then if they want to refer other people, move them into a multi-pack so that they can actually increase their gold savings and also commissions. So I'm gonna
Exactly.
turn it over to you
Well,
to,
yeah, because
go over
you've
the
got to go.
highlights of the multi-pack.
You've got to go get your coffee. And let me tell you, mine
I know, is
is
that
so
okay,
good.
everybody? I'm gonna do that. I'm
Mine
gonna
is
turn my
so
video
good.
off.
And do you see this cup? This cup came from Marty and oh, good grief, can't think of
Chrissy, Marty and Chrissy.
Chris. Yes, Haynes. Yes, yes. When
Yes.
we
Hi.
were in New
Albert.
Mexico.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome.
I use it every day because it's a big cup, and I just
Yeah.
like the big cup. But
Oh my
anyway,
goodness.
yeah, go get your coffee, and I will. I can't advance any slides, but I can do what I need to do.
Okay.
But I guess that's taken care of. So awesome, awesome. Well, those bundle packs and the strategy of sharing, why you need to get more gold and is really cool because I always kind of share it this way. Hey, we've got this new bank in town, and you can open up an account, your gold accumulation account. How much do you want to deposit in it? So that's kind of why those why it needs to put together that the package of gold bundles. And then we utilize the strategy of sharing this multi-pack so we can show them, they may just want to protect their personal economy, and that's fine, that's great. But things do change, right? And so we want to show them the big picture. They're going to make the decision whether or not they want to pursue this or not, but we want to give them all the details so they can make an informed decision. The worst thing you could do, well, not really, I guess, if they just bought all gold, it's okay. They're not going to hurt there. But if we position them, with the strategy of a multi-gold pack to where they could get future dividend payouts, the way that works with accumulating units and now getting gold commissions, because everybody's going to know if they're coming to you, right? Because people are coming out of the woodwork now, right? They're reaching up to people who they know that were in carrot bars, and they're saying, okay, my ears are open. We're always looking for people looking for us, open-minded people. They're ready to do something. So you want to show them the strategy because they're going to know people that are in the same situation, right? Where everybody's hurting right now. So they're going to know some people. So hey, let us show you this multi-gold pack, because here's a benefit. Number one, when you share this with a friend, someone you love and care about, you're going to get a direct commission. There's nothing wrong with getting paid to refer something to somebody, right? That's what we do. So that you get a full 10%, 3%, and 2% on all three levels. First, level one, level two, level three. We used to have a change. It was 75% of the package earned the commission. Now 100% of the package is commissionable, and that's great. Matching bonuses. We still have it'll trigger a matching bonus in the dual team, and there's also gold commissions that come available. And there's 7 opportunities to get paid, 7 ways we get paid, and all of our payments come on our Carrot Bars MasterCard. So that's very, very exciting. Next slide, please. All right, so here's kind of a breakdown of the packages. So we still have 7 packages. Some of the really nice features that have been added is every package comes with gold. All right, so now you are acquiring a package that has gold in the package. So the smaller the pack, the 75 euro, it's a 5/10 of a gram of gold. So half a gram of gold. And then we move all the way up to package 7, comes with 15 grams of gold. So the bigger the package, the obviously more gold comes with it. But what's cool, there are discount cards that come. And what is this discount card? I'm excited about these discount cards, Quenna, because we've always had bonus codes or bonus cards. You know, we get 3% discount on gold exchanges, the monthly exchange or weekly exchange. We would get €100 was the max we would ever get off of any package. You know,
Yep.
now we're getting 10% discount. So 10% off of the top of the cost of the package, the full retail price. For instance, the package 7 is 4,900. We're going to get 10% off. That's €490 off. So that package to the consumer is going to be 4,410 euros. That's huge. But the seller of that package is going to get the full 10% commission.
That's right.
And level 2 is going to get 3%. Level 3 is going to get 2%. That is ginormous. And each package comes with a dual team status. So if you're already dual team status, that's okay. You never lose your dual team status. But for new people coming on, they need to have dual team status. So that person who just wants to protect their personal economy, not a problem. That's great. But get this package because you never know what's going to happen in the future. You know, you may refer this to other people. You're gonna do you want to maximize big or small? You know, so we're gonna show you this package how you can earn these units. You know, well, what are units? Units are future dividends. That's how I like to say it. Johnny Scott shared that term with me.
That's
You know, it's a future dividend because it will pay out. Those units never wash out, right? They're always there. And we have the right side, the left side, right team, left team. So, you know, that is huge. And man, in a time of crisis right now, we're going and digging in our teams and finding people, hey, do you realize you have 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, 20,000 units built up? You know, well, what does that mean? And we do the math and show them that's potential payouts to you, you know? Let's build this thing. Let's gold, as we say. There's matching bonuses on the dual team match. Every time someone earns a dual team payout, if you have this package, you're going to earn 5% on these on those matches within your unilevel team. So package 1 gives you a week's worth of qualification. Package 2 is 2 weeks, and so forth. So as you can see, package 7 just covers everything, covers all the bases. You're covered for 12 months on getting your match there. And then, of course, there is gold commissions available. And the next slide, I believe, shows the commissions that we earn in gold when people on your team acquire this package. So package 1, there's 0 gold, but 2 through 7, you're going to earn gold. Quenna, I played around with some math, just kind of guesstimating. I have a spreadsheet we're going to show later, and kind of how the multi-packs can maximize your business.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, you know, if we'd have had this package from the get-go 6 years ago,
Oh my gosh,
the amount of gold we would have, I mean, I'd have to get a bigger bus.
yeah.
Haul it around because of the weight of it.
Yeah.
And this is so exciting for new people coming on, because this, I mean, you're getting gold in a package. You're setting up your franchise, so to speak, the ability to do business and earn an income by getting in the dual team, which is totally optional. Again, disclaimer, these packages are optional, but it maximizes everything for a person.
Yeah.
And to look that we can maximize 7 levels deep.
Yeah.
That's ginormous. Very exciting.
It's ginormous. You know, that spreadsheet, because Joby and I, we met with my teams this week, and he showed us this spreadsheet, and it's just, I mean, there's no speculation or anything like that. This is, the numbers don't lie. It's just the math. So after Andy, we have him on, then Joby's actually going to show the spreadsheet. We want you guys to stay on so that you can see how powerful this spreadsheet is, because when you see how it skyrockets your gold savings, you know, it's amazing, you know. So I absolutely love these things, and it's important for you guys to understand. Let's say that you are a VIP, you can go up to 7 levels deep. Well, with these new multi-gold packages, one of the revisions that they made is, let's say that you're a VIP, but you buy a multi-gold pack number 4, okay? And it can only go 3 levels deep. But the deal is if you're a VIP previously, you are going to get to go 7 levels deep of the 4, the multi-pack 4 and below, because that's what you got. But before, you weren't able to go, even if you were a VIP, you weren't able to go more than, 3 levels deep. If you had a silver multi-pack, you couldn't go more than 3 levels deep in getting these matches.
Right.
But I thought that was a huge revision that they made. That was awesome, huh?
Huge addition. We've had for 6 years, I believe there's been, our traditional package. There was a VIP exclusive. You could, take it or leave it. There were profit packs. You could take it or leave it. There were premium pros. You could take it or leave it. But the whole idea is to get something that Care Bars offers that creates more assets. Okay, this will spin off more assets to someone if they participate. Again, no one's twisting anybody's arm to do this, but if you have a team and someone down in your organization acquires one of these packages and you don't have one, then you're definitely not going to get anything, right? You're going to get maybe you'll get the units, because that still works. If they're on your first 3 levels, you'll get the direct commission, but there won't be any of the gold commission or the dual team match at all. So all these packages do is trigger more ways to create more assets to your personal economy. I love the new system, for sure.
Yeah, me too. And y'all, what I had planned on playing the video that Sean Maloney did that shows the 10% bonus code. I'm not going to do that because I want to get right into to Andy's segment, with us talking to him. But what I want to do, I hope it doesn't start playing. If it does, well, anyway, I'll get it through the slides. But what I'm going to show y'all, I'm gonna try not to touch.
We can post the link maybe in the chat.
Yeah. I don't know what the link is, but he had he put this in the Synergy Gold Facebook group or whatever. And it's very, very good. It's so easy to do, but there is a way to insert or upload this 10% bonus code. Now, it's important for you guys to understand that where you find this, if you go to the digital bonus codes under My Gold, then you're going to see profit cards. The profit card, now all you have to do is copy that number and then put it right here on your dashboard, down underneath where it shows the commissions. There is a place for you to upload a profit card code, and you put it there, and then when you're checking out with your multi-pack, it's going to automatically have that discount there. Okay, so I'm going to advance the slide real quick. It'll start the video, but then I'm going to quickly send it over to right there.
There they are.
Oh my goodness. I'm just going to tell y'all this. I haven't spent a lot of time talking to Andy, but I did yesterday, and I fell in love with this guy. Seriously, I always knew. I mean, your spirit, the way you light up a room, and so does Kareem. And we so appreciate, everything that you bring to the table as far as, to the Carrot Bars community. But he and his wife are Go Director Elite Threes. They work the business together. Beautiful, beautiful personalities and spirits about them. He actually started his working life the first 6 years as a soldier in the British Army in the Corps of Royal Engineers. He's been a full-time fireman for the last 29 years. Y'all, isn't that awesome? Both of those things, totally phenomenal. He is a holistic health practitioner and runs a successful health clinic. For 20 years, he's done that. And he's also a big time entrepreneur. He absolutely loves the network marketing industry. And Carrot Bars, he sees Carrot Bars as being a major, major vehicle for helping people, as so many of us do, you know. And man, it's such an honor and a privilege, Andy, to have you with us. Joby and I are very excited that you're with us today. And my goodness, what an awesome individual that you are.
Thanks, Quenna. That's lovely. And listen, you two guys are amazing. You're not just amazing people, amazing leaders, but you might not know it yourself, but you're very, very inspirational people, not just to me and Kareem, but to everybody out there. So thank you guys for everything you do as well. And I love hooking up with you guys when we see you in events and that. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll tell you a little bit about myself.
Yes.
But I'm not gonna go into the systematic side of it, because obviously Quenna and Joby are doing a phenomenal job at that. I want to speak sort of more from the heart. I want to sort of give you more of my feelings of where we are with Carrot Bars, where Carrot Bars is going, what it's doing for me, what it can do for people. So like Quenna said, I started the first 6 years of my working life as a soldier in the British Army. You can imagine what my model of the world was like as a soldier. Absolute 180-degree polar opposite to what it is now. And then I met my beautiful wife, Kareen. I left the army, settled in South Wales in the UK for 5 years, joined the fire brigade, and I've been living since 1996 up in Scotland. And I've got 12 months to go. I'm not going to use the word retire, but I finished my 30 years in the fire brigade, and I'm going to be able to do this full time. Okay. I work 48 hours a week in the fire brigade. I actually gave up the majority of my clinic last year to focus on Carrot Bars, and wow, what an amazing decision that was. That my business went through the roof. It really did, just spending that extra time. But next year, I want to be able to do this. I'm going to say full time, but you know what I mean. I want to focus more on this. So that's a sort of little bit of where I come from. I do absolutely love the network marketing model. Personally, I believe it's the greatest business model on this planet. If you do it correctly, if you do it with authenticity, you do it ethically, and you surround yourself with the right people like we see here and your teams. If you can do that, it's the greatest model in the world for a business. It really is. And then you got to find the right company. And I think we found the right company in Carrot Bars. So there's a lot of negativity around the world. And, you know, I get that. I understand it. There's a lot going on. And regardless what our views are about what's going on and what's happening in the world, there is a lot of negativity out there, you know. And one fact is the economy is on a downturn, potentially the biggest downturn that we've ever experienced. But for me, I think amazing things are happening. My cup is always 3/4 full, not half full. It's always 3/4 full. Enter stage left, we got Carrot Bars. Okay, Carrot Bars. People quite often ask me, if you could sum Carrot Bars up in one sentence, what would it be? Well, I'll use one word, and it's hope. If I had to put that into a sentence, it's giving the people of this planet hope to be able to take their lives forward once we come out the other side of this. And I like to use Carrot Bars. I like to use analogies, and one of my analogies I use as a train. We've got, was it Quenna? We're pushing maybe towards 1 million people in our community now.
Yes.
Somewhere around there. Yeah. So you've got this 1 million people on this train station. This train station is the Carrot Bars community, and we're all starting to board the train. This phenomenal express train. The train is Carrot Bars. The station is the community. That community is stepping on that train, and very, very, very shortly, that train is going to leave the platform. By leaving the platform, I mean we're going to become a closed loop, decentralized economic and financial system. Decentralized, really important, because it gives us our privacy. It allows us to be in charge. And for me, decentralization, if I had to use another word for that, I'd say it's freedom. Okay, it's the freedom for us to do what we want within that system. And all we got to do is follow the basic rules of that system. We, in essence, make the rules because it's a blockchain. All we got to do is follow those basic rules, and the world is our oyster. So we're jumping on this train. When this train leaves the station, it's going to start pulling out, and it's going to start doing laps of the world. Every revolution it does of the world, we're going to put more people up on the way, and more people up on the way, and more people up on the way. And do you know what? This train is big enough to have every single person on this planet on that train with plenty of room to spare. What that means is we're going to be able to change so many lives with Carrot Bars. It's just the most amazing system I've ever seen in the world. It's the full financial ecosystem. It's decentralized, which means it's freedom. You can make a residual income from it. You can make a passive income from it. You've got this ecosystem which allows you to recycle everything. So, for an example, you purchase cash gold. What do you want to do with that cash gold? Well, I want to keep some. I also want to spend some very soon and make a passive income from it. Some people are already making passive incomes. If you like sharing things with people, we're always recommending things for people every single day. Recommend and share Carrot Bars because it's going to change their lives. That can create a residual income as well as a passive. And with some of that residual income and some of that passive income, guess what? We can use it in the ecosystem, and very soon, and as time goes on, we're going to be able to use it more and more to be able to purchase goods and services that we need in our everyday life. All of that recirculation of all of that cash gold, of cryptocurrency within the system does what? It drives up the price of the KBC coin. The KBC coin, for those who don't know, is Carrot Bars cryptocurrency. It's the heartbeat. It really is the heartbeat of their future banking system, which is almost ready to go. And when that drives up the demand for that coin, it drives up the value of the coin. So get some KBCs as well, guys. Get some cryptocurrency, because this train that is going to be chock-a-block with people every time we do a lap of the world, when we do a lap of the world, that's us sharing it with people, okay? Directly and indirectly, we're going to change. I don't believe we're going to change millions of lives. I don't believe we're going to change hundreds of millions of lives. I think eventually, within my lifetime, we're going to change billions of lives on this planet with it. So this is the most amazing thing about the ecosystem. It will give us that new financial system, which is going to be in a direct contrast to the new global financial system that's going to come out.
Andy, let me stop you for just a second. You know, I think, and you've been, we were talking about this yesterday. You've been with, you know, some other companies, or what, great companies. Don't you think that what Carrot Bars, what is so awesome, it's so much more than just a company that brings us gold. I know that's the mission of the company. I think it's just so wonderful, because I know, like, when Joby and I came, we didn't realize, like, I was wondering, how are we ever going to use, like, you know, how are we ever going to use this, you know, like at stores or whatever. But there was something in the back of my mind, like, how are we ever going to use this? And I remember Boomer talking about that. I think it's so wild that here we are in this place. The company, our CEO, is so knowledgeable about the monetary system, and he's tuned in economically. Isn't it wonderful that our company is actually on the cutting edge? It's all of this is coming together. We don't just have a cryptocurrency, you know, that's linked to gold or linked to an ecosystem. We have a complete monetary system, a private financial system, you know. Don't you think that in comparison to other companies, we're actually leading the way for even those other companies and people from those other companies to come and join us and join our mission? Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I believe, I mean, like I said, I work with other companies. I've worked with other companies. I know people who work with other companies, and they're great companies. But for me, Carrot Bars is a catalyst. I'll give you a little idea of what part of my big picture vision is. So let's just say you want to eat fantastic foods, okay? You want to eat the best foods. You want to take your health to the next level. You want to maybe move to an area where it's quiet, where there's less pollution, etc., etc., etc. All these things cost money, Quenna. All of these things cost money. Now, in my job as a firefighter ever going to allow me to be financially free enough to live the lifestyle I desire? No, because I've got a ceiling on how much I can earn. With Carrot Bars, there's no ceiling, but also that's the same for some other companies. The difference with Carrot Bars is I believe that as much as there's no ceiling, it's the it's the arms and legs and the branches on that tree that break off into so many areas where you can do so much, and you can earn that passive, that residual. You can hold, you can do anything you want. And one part of my big picture vision is to allow people to earn the money with carrot bars. I'm going to use the word easily, but very loosely, okay? But I've never experienced such a lucrative compensation plan. Nearly 7 years I've been in the network marketing world, and I've never, ever, ever seen such an incredibly lucrative compensation plan. And it's just getting better and better and better. It's going to allow people to earn that money. And let's just take a single company, another network marketing company. You can take that money, you can purchase products from that other company. What's that going to do? One, let's just say it's a company with great health products. You can improve your health through it. But what's it going to do for that company? One, carrot bars money is going to feed that company to allow that company to carry on. Two, that company at some stage will be taking on their payment system. That crypto payment system and gold payment system is going to open that up to a lot more people. So what I mean by carrot bars is being the catalyst. Carrot bars can help other companies on this planet with everything they've got, from the people using their passive residual income or whatever, through to companies being able to use their ecosystem, their blockchain, this incredible financial ecosystem and payment system they've got. And carrot bars is going to allow other companies to not just survive, but it's going to help them thrive within this new financial era as well. That's part of my big picture vision, to help other companies and help people do that as well.
That's awesome. Joby, do you have anything that you want to add to?
Well, I was just going to ask and see if he could verify this. You know, I've been in the network marketing industry as well, on and off 25 years. I mean, I've had a kit for everything. Trust me, because I love the industry too, right? Because it's personal development with pay plans attached. Typically, everybody's excited about their product. You know, I like to be around happy people. But this is the only, Carrot Bars is the only company that I know of that if you weren't successful in recruiting, but just maintained the product and kept acquiring the product, you're ultimately going to be successful because you've protected your assets, so to speak. You know,
I'm going to go further than that, Joby. I'm going to go further than that. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we're talking financial, but for me personally, success isn't just financial. Okay. And this goes into exactly what we're doing here now. Having success for me is having the finances to allow you to live a lifestyle you desire. That's part of the success. But also meeting guys like you, like Quenna, Denise, Nitsa, Priska, all of these people within this network marketing industry, becoming friends, becoming family, having that mutual respect for each other. We aren't in the same quote unquote team, okay? But I believe we are. I believe we're all in the same team, because what we're doing, we're coming together as a team, as a family, as a community, and we're changing people's lives. I believe that from my heart. We're changing people's lives. So to me, success encompasses not just money, but it also encompasses that family environment that we're creating globally. And to me, when you can go to so many countries in the world, when I finish in the Fire Brigade next year, myself and Crean, one of the things we're planning to do is we're going to spend a lot of weeks over in North America, and we're going to be visiting you guys, so you better be ready for us. And we're going to be hopping around everywhere, visiting people. To me, that's success. That's wealth. That's true wealth. You can be rich with money, but that success gives you true wealth, that wealth of the family around you around the world.
Oh, definitely. No doubt. No doubt. My point was, if I'd have kept all the products over 25 years, my property would be stinking. It would be smelling because of the expiration dates, or, you know, it would be moldy. It would be nasty. But owning and having the physical gold, you know, being able to keep the gold, and yeah, no doubt the relationships are golden. You know, they're more valuable than the making the you know, everybody's level of success or what they feel their success is totally, you know, different. You know, it's not always about the money, but money buys time, and time freedom is what you're talking about. Being able to do whatever you want, visit the friends, and if you come over here, start recruiting, we're going to have a conversation.
Oh, that's fun. You know, I think about talking about our product. I think about it's for personal processes as well as things that we can't control, like in the economy. I think about Priska King whenever her house basically exploded. The only thing she had left was gold. Now, we weren't experiencing necessarily a crisis. She was. And in that personal crisis, y'all, if she had not had her gold, what would she have done? I mean, it's beautiful when she went back in with all the rubbish and all of that mess, she was able to find gold. So, Andy, you and Corrine have been very, very successful in Carrot Bars. And we have people here that are either they're running a business, a Carrot Bars business, or they're looking to do that. I think never before people are looking at businesses they can do from home. If they were thinking, I'm just going to save gold, I'm going to participate in the ecosystem, in the product itself, but I really don't have time to establish a business or refer other people and what all that means. But now they are. What do you think would be a couple of just highlights of why you guys have been so successful? Because when you came in and it was like it was quick. So you know, what do you attribute that to?
I believe anybody can do this business. All we're doing is recommending and sharing. But when you recommend and share somebody, if you recommend a bad restaurant, no one's going to go to it. You recommend a fantastic restaurant, people are going to go. We've got a fantastic, I don't look upon this as a business. I look upon this as a way of life. If I had to pick two things that come to my mind that will make somebody successful within this lifestyle, because that's what it is for me and Corrine, it's a lifestyle. I believe it's belief in yourself, belief in your team, and belief in the company. And also consistency. You have to be consistent. Got to be consistent. So when people get belief, you get belief in the mind. The problem is, as strong as your belief is in the mind, it's open to manipulation. Let's go back to last year. You know, things might happen. Things might happen to something and might throw a negativity in your mind. And you're like, oh, well, what if, and all of this, and then everything's good again. And you're great, the belief is back there, and then something, oh, I don't know what's happening here. But when you can transfer that belief into the heart, it becomes indestructible. Your belief becomes bulletproof. That's where mine and Corrine's belief is. That's where your guys and a lot of people's belief is. But you've got to get it from there, from the mind into the heart. And you do that through learning about the company. You do that through learning about the ecosystem. You do that for understanding what Harold Seitz's vision is, what his mission is. Is he actually going to accomplish it? Who is he? What has he done? What has he achieved? Does he carry his promises through? Is he actually going to do what he's going to do? And when you understand that and you really believe that, your belief is bulletproof. So you need to work on that belief, piece by piece, bit by bit, work on that belief. And then you just need to be consistent. What I've done over the years, Quenna, I've built up a profile on my Facebook that I hope people want to see. I hope they want to see what's Andy doing, what's his lifestyle. Hopefully, with a bit of luck, some people see it, find it interesting. And once I build that profile, I allow people to see what I'm doing. Okay, and I'll tell you now, I will tell you from personal experience, the most people that have actually come to me via Facebook and Instagram and platforms like that are the people that never comment and never like my posts. And they're the one who come in with the biggest amount of money in Carrot Bars because you're getting watched. Yeah. And you will not believe the people who are watching you out there. So if you're not getting the hits, if you're not getting the likes, don't worry about it. People are watching you, trust me. From personal experience, that's happening. So I just build a positive profile because then I'm connecting with a big global community. And obviously you've got to connect with people personally. You've got to have you've got to have a contact. You've got to have your dream. You've got to have your why. Without your why and without your dream, don't go any further. Okay, start working on that. Then you've got to have a list of people. You've got to contact those people. You've got to present them with and share what you're doing, share the opportunity with them. And you just got to be consistent at doing that. And I'm going to tell you guys, it's not easy. It's not easy, but it gets easier. But if you're consistent and you're willing to push through the no's to get the yeses, and push through any negativity. And remember, all negativity is from other people is a lack of education on their part. They're not negative towards you. They just don't understand what you're doing. So by building up a profile, by being consistent, they will understand. And again, through personal experience, that's what's happened to us. So yeah, if I think I've had to give those tips, it would be belief, work on your belief, your why and your dream is part of your belief, by the way. And also just be consistent through everything. Be consistent, drive through it, push through it, use your upline support, use your goal directors, your goal director elites, 1, 2, 3. Use these people, use the Quennas, use the Jobies, use the Denises, use the Martin Thibaults, use all these people who have got that experience, because trust me, when you use the people above you who have got that experience, it gives you a whole different outlook on things. So I think a long way to a short answer there was belief and consistency, and use the support mechanisms which we've got, which are really, really strong in every single team.
It is very, very strong. I think that one of the things I struggled with at the very beginning was, you know, Brian and Joby would say, you know, Quenna, we're going to be with you. We're going to be with you. We're going to be with you. We're going to be that support. We're going to, and, you know, Nitsa, whenever I got introduced to her, you know, I was thinking, yeah, because I'll tell you, there was no one more skeptical than me. And, you know, I wonder in about 3 months or 6 months, are they really going to be there for me? And look, I mean, look at us. And Joby's still here, Brian's still here, Nitsa's still here, Stefan Rochelo is still here. I mean, all the way up the chain. Then I'll look at all these other people, Michael Dalco, Ty Best, Sherilyn Gober, Tammy Morrison, across the board. You know, the support that we get, regardless of whether we get a financial gain, that I think what we achieve or what we gain from being leaders together and leading, and as people are more and more people raising up to be leaders in this company, I think what we gain from each other far outweighs the financial benefit of what we've got. I mean, this is my family. So, I mean, it's just excellent, excellent, excellent words, you know, that have come from you. And, you know, I absolutely love you and Corrine. So happy that Carrot Bars has brought us together, and Joby and Denise. And, you know, I think it'd be cool to do a segment sometime of us couples coming together and showing what this means, kind of, you know, like from both angles.
Great
you know,
idea. That's a great idea.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
It's because it to me, it's like securing our families. It's, you know, being together, and regardless of whether both people are really, you know, doing the business aspect of it, it's a wonderful perspective. Even the spouse or the, you know, the partner sharing what that means from that other side, and seeing.
And it's also inspirational for other people as well, Quenna. See, when people see couples working together, they're like, that, wow, it is possible to work together. It's not always easy. I think we'll all say it's not always easy working together.
Yeah.
But you work around it, and you find, I think what myself and Karina found, we both know what we're good at. We know where our skill sets are, and what we do. We can both do everything, but why both do everything and water it down when you've got specific skill sets you can really zone in and focus in? And to run your business or your lifestyle the way that you want to run it. And I think a lot of people resonate with that, Quenna. I know they resonate with that, and it's great to see couples like this, you know, doing what they're doing. There's not a lot of places in business couples can do what we're all doing here. So I think another one, it gives people inspiration and hope that they could possibly do it with their spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah. And when people are saying, well, my husband or my wife, or, you know, who maybe they've got a serious relationship with someone, they're just not getting it. They're just not getting it. It would be an awesome place for them to come and see a segment where, you know, you can kind of hear from another, the exact same thing that happened. So it'd be awesome. Joby, were you going to say something?
Well, we call that defined roles. You know, Denise and I, we started 10 or so years ago and did an insurance agency together. And boy, there was clashing going on. it happens,
Yeah.
because so then we figured out, what do we do best? Let's focus on that. That was great, Andy. And, you don't have to necessarily have your spouse work with you,
Oh,
but as
yeah.
long as they support, right? Because I don't know anybody who works a traditional job whose spouse works with them typically.
Sure.
They usually don't go to work together, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But what's cool about network marketing and just having the support, and then ultimately maybe the spouse does engage more, right? It just makes it even better. And that's kind of been our story, for sure, because Denise was not on board early on. I promise.
Yeah.
That's quite funny because it was the other way. Okay, with me and Corrine, I've always been the one who said, Corrine, let's look at this. Corrine, let's do that. Corrine, let's do this, and da 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 da. And then a little tap on my shoulder because we signed up for it and didn't do anything to begin with. Tap on my shoulder, Andy, I think we should take a look at this. Yeah, but I'm focused on this. Another tap, Andy, and it ended up shaking. Andy, we need to take a look at this. I'm like, okay, if you really think so. I took a look at it, and when Corrine was doing all the background checking on it and things like that, I went, wow, why didn't you tell me about this before? She said, I tell you. I said, right, let's get stuck into it. I love it. So, Corrine was the initial driving force behind this to say, come on, let's take a serious look at this. And that's when the support comes in then. But yeah, it's quite a funny story that I like to tell people, that it was definitely Corrine who drove this forward. It really was.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, unless we have something else to say, I personally would love to. I know that we're right here on the hour, and so I think that it would be good, you guys, if you're good, and Andy, you're good. I want you to stay on with us. I don't want you to turn your video off. I do love this part of the segment though, and I appreciate you coming and being with us today. I want us to take a look, if we can, at the spreadsheet, because this is very, very powerful. And Andy, I want you to feel like if you have anything to interject to what Joby is showing, just in support of what this means for these numbers, y'all, are totally awesome. And if you guys want to stay on here to see this, we definitely want you to do that. Very,
see it?
strong. Yes.
Yeah.
We see it.
And it's full screen because I don't know how to.
Yes.
Am I out of the way? Okay, good deal.
Yes.
Okay, so this is rudimentary spreadsheet. I'm not the greatest talent when it comes to this, but I kind of had this working when we had the old packages, so I've just kind of deleted some things and just kind of made it totally go for our new multi-packs for the goal. So, I kind of equate this. Things have been going in my mind. I always, kind of think of weird things. But anyway, when I try to market and share with other people, I just try to break it down, to simple, because, the reason Denise didn't want to really jump into the carrot bars, it reminded her of insurance. Even though we were just gold at the time, there was this feel, whatever it was. And, it definitely wasn't complicated then. We've ushered into more complex, features and benefits of carrot bars, but our core is still the gold, right? We've always had the base of gold. So if you were going to plant a garden, you would trade dollars for seeds, right? And then you would plant those seeds in the dirt, and then you would water it or put fertilizer on it, and you're going to have a harvest, right? So the way I'm kind of sharing this now or seeing this is we're buying a seed, and that seed is gold, right? We're exchanging our devalued dollars for gold. And then we're going to put that gold in fertile ground. What is the fertile ground now that Carrot Bars offers? That's these multi-gold packs. And then we're going to water them or fertilize them. What is the water and the fertilization? That's the other people. More people that we share this with to show the concept of planting the seeds in fertile ground and letting it continually produce good fruit. So
love that.
That's kind of been rolling in my head. I hope it came out to where it made sense. But anyway, so this I put together for let's talk to a new person. Let me just show you how big this is for you as a new person. So if you see here, we've got the 10%, 3%, 2% on the 3 levels. So it kind of, I'll just kind of walk through. Let's say, one of our big promotions now is talking about sharing it with 5 people, right? And ultimately helping those 5 get 5. So when we put 5 in this little block here, it's going to populate and show, here's the commission levels, whether it's a package 1 at $37.50 or package 7 of, you sell 5 pack 7s, you're going to earn $24.50 in direct commission. Okay. Now I've also have this little populated here. This is the potential dual team payouts. So depending whether you're, a brand new person, they're not going to see any dual team payouts necessarily. Well, yeah, they could, because they could be putting people on left and right side. So just depending on where the units fall, this is the potential of ultimate payouts just off of 5 packages. Then right here, the new gold compensation that comes with these packages, we're seeing, you sell 5 of the package 2s. If you notice, package 1 does not come with gold, right?
Right.
So if we sell 5 pack 2s, there's a half a gram of gold that comes to you. Your asset is producing more assets because you're watering with new people. Package 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at package 7. You sold 5 packs, but you get 7 grams. Very exciting. But what really tickles me too is because I love the long-term incentives. The long-term incentive, when I first saw carrot bars, I said, you know what, Joby, that is your retirement, dude. Whether you take the prize or you convert, take the gold, because we had that option. And then for a period, we were able to get coins, right? Well, dude, look at this. If you look to the far right, this is basically the amount of gold, cash gold, it will take to acquire each package. Now, I round up just to make it a little easier. So, don't critique me on my numbers, you numbers people, but check this out. You help 5 people acquire package 7, that's 425 grams of gold that's going to flow through your unilevel. Okay. Package 1 rather is still 15 grams because, pack 1 may not give gold commission, but it still takes cash gold to acquire. So if you're not acquiring these packages with cash gold, shame on you, because that's the fuel, right? That runs this rocket ship is moving gold through the system. So let's take another step further. So now those 5, they've shared it with 5. So boom, you still have made your direct commission early on the first 5, but now look at your commission potential off of 25 people because they're all on your second level, right?
Man.
Then boom, look at the dual team payout potential at that level. How would you like to have 40 dual team payouts starting at 80 euros if you're a VIP, right? The gold, oh my gosh, this is where when I was playing around with, imagining my numbers now, and seeing this gold accumulation, it was multiple kilos of gold if we'd had this package from day 1. So the huge potential. Look at the grams of gold in the long-term incentive.
Whoosh.
At just 30 people. If 30 people all do package 7, there's 2,500 grams of gold running through for you to earn those long-term incentives. Again, structure your team, build 5 lines strategically, and that's where you maximize. So now, assuming the perfect world, right? Those 25 people get their 5 people. So now look, you're actually, you sponsored, you started this, and guess what? Here, you're still going to earn this commission off of your 3rd level. And everybody else gets their appropriate commission. The gold compensation's 217 grams, even if everybody did pack 2, there's still 15 grams of gold that, you know, just came to you as a gift from Harold Sites. Thank you very much. And then the long-term incentives. Do you think at this level that you could be earning some of these long-term incentives as a person early on getting started? Oh,
Yes.
most definitely. You know, most definitely. The first incentive, I believe, is a line of 2,000 and a line of 1,000 grams of gold.
So
And
there,
guys, if you don't know what your long-term incentive is, go to commissions, click on incentives, and that's where you're going to see the details of the long-term incentive.
hey,
All
Joe,
right. Yo.
Joe, just a second.
Mhm.
You know, the thing that comes to my mind is, you know, when we talk about our system, it not only works and it brings in an income, but it duplicates. This
Yes.
is the power of duplication, right?
Oh,
Because you've got the second level, the third level, and then you're working with those people to help them find their 5, even on that level 3. You're digging into your team and working multiple levels deep, helping more and more people find their 5. This is the power of duplication. That's why we don't want just a system that works, because there's
right.
lots of systems that work, but ours actually duplicates. And the power of this, and man, how it increases your gold savings. And
Yeah, yeah. And this,
Yeah, I
again,
think what
is
you've
just,
done there, Joby, is that is the most powerful spreadsheet I've ever seen. And as much as I think we all know this, that has really made the power of duplication and consistency real. That is actually showing you what is possible. It really is. And you've only scratched the surface of the compensation plan here, Joby. We know that there's so much more. But on top of that, that money in gold that you're earning can then be recycled within the ecosystem to make you even more money with passive incomes, etc. And with your crypto driving the price of the coin up, that is the most powerful spreadsheet I've seen in this company. And it's incredible. Great job, mate.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thanks. Yeah, that's a good point, because this gold that you're going to earn, you know, it's going to be deposited. I don't know if it'll be a monthly process or as the packages sell, you know, that can ebb and flow. But yeah, you could accumulate that. It's going to be paid in cash gold, or you can utilize it, you know, for future use. You know, right? Our cash gold now. Oh my goodness, it is multi-purpose cash. It is multi-purpose gold because
yes,
of what all it's going to be doing in the future. So
it's a currency, Joby. That's what it is. It's a currency. It's now a global currency.
Exactly. So one other last piece to this is, if you notice here, I have random team packs sold. So let's assume now, you know, we're talking just packages that go in your 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th level. Okay. And it could be, you know, and of course it's not true, 100% true, because we don't know how this thing plays out. This is just the math. You know, it's not a guarantee. You know, it is a guarantee if you play it out perfectly, but that's my little disclaimer. So let's just throw in, you know, random numbers here over time. Boom, you've got 100 package 3s that were produced. Here's 30 grams of gold, 600 more grams in the long-term incentive. A lot of, you know, here, you know, we'll just pick numbers, you know, 49 pack 5s, you know, here's 24.5 grams, you know, added to the 30, because that's accumulative, right? This is accumulative, but granted that we're in the first 7 levels of your team. Okay, let's make sure we're all in the first 7 levels. A lot of people are moving bigger number packages. Okay, let's put 200 in package 6. You know, and it tabulates there as well, so you can show a new person over time how this can really benefit. And my goal now is I want to help 1,000 7 packs, right, come into the system.
Can I just add one little element here that we're not even considering? Imagine that this is me, okay? It's me, and I see the dual team payout bonus potential. So this is how many bonuses you're getting, right? Is that what you're saying?
Correct. This is, I use the factor of 75 because it takes a total of 75 units.
Yes.
for a payout, right?
All right.
So
Yes. So think about this. When I cycle that many times, or when I receive that many 1,333 dual team payouts, what do you get, Joby? As my
well,
sponsor, what do you get?
5%.
And what if I was 7 levels from you, what would you get?
5%.
Exactly. So think of this isn't even a thing. Think about when we duplicate. Seriously, when we duplicate and we teach our people to do this, then you and I, and then Andy and his organ. Now, Andy's not going to get what any of the 5% because we're not in his genealogy. But
Well, Joby might send me something just because we're friends.
yeah, he might. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But think about how powerful that is, y'all. We're not even talking about the other aspects of our comp plan, but just this particular one, what this means as we're showing people how to do this, what this means just in the 5% in the dual team payout, it's huge.
Yeah,
Johnny
yeah.
B. Scott came out with a great point there as well, and it's something we were talking about a while back. A lot of us, most of us probably on this call have already got 5 people. Just revisit people. I think it's a great point Johnny made there. Revisit people.
Yes.
One thing that I encourage is those blue eggs, or the people that have purchased a pack and you have never done anything. You don't always have to go out and look for people outside of your carrot bar system. If you've built a team as such, just revisit those people running down your, whether you've personally enrolled them, whether they're part of the unilevel or whether they're spillover. Okay, it doesn't matter. Revisit those people, and I virtually guarantee you're gonna, these 5 people you're talking about, Joby, who get 5 will get 5. That is possible just within the teams that we have right now, without even going anywhere else.
If you just focused on that, I want to help 5 get 5, and then help those 5 get 5. Work that, level 1, level 2, level 3, and just duplicate that over and over. I mean, yeah, this is phenomenal. As far as putting those 5% matches, I hadn't figured that part out yet on an Excel, but it's there to kind of add another line item to show. But maybe it's don't want to overkill a new person. Existing affiliates can handle. This is kind of the basic, but mainly just showing the power of gold.
Yes,
I mean, that's what this is.
Absolutely. I mean,
Power of gold.
It's phenomenal. I mean, do y'all love it, everybody? I mean, I could see it's like, okay, this makes sense. This totally makes sense. They're wanting to know how they can get it.
I knew it.
Hey. Jamie Onofrey just said, 5 by 5 we thrive. Hashtag 5 by 5 we thrive. How amazing is that? What a great hashtag to have.
She's the Thrive group. That's right.
Yeah.
I love using Thrive. Thrive's another company, but I don't even think they're thriving anymore, actually. So, but we are. So we can take that over. I just emailed it to someone and it didn't open up properly. I'll tweak it. I'll fix it. My lovely assistant sitting over here in the other room, which is right here next to me, she's going to help me put it on like a Google Drive that can be,
brilliant.
I think everybody can have access to that because it's just basic and nothing fancy to it at all. You can change the colors. I was just trying to match up different colors for the different lines, and there's not too many options. But anyway, play with it, do with it, improve it. I mean, we're a collaborative group, so let's share our tools, with one another. Anything to help grow, because we all have a stake in the whole program. Andy, you brought it up. We're not necessarily on the same team, but we are on the same team because of that beautiful coin we have, right?
Yeah.
And the gold that we can all acquire that makes profit to buy more gold, to create everything in the whole ecosystem, and to drive our coin value up. All those, it's just amazing. If you just sit and if you've had any experience in other network marketing companies, and when you just really think of the breadth and width of this program, it's mind-boggling. to how Harold put this thing together, and it's evolved and it's turned into this beautiful, beautiful, newer system that, oh, we're all helping one another. It is beautiful. Love it, love it, love it.
It's
Thanks
awesome.
thanks for letting me be on here. Andy, Corinne, you guys are awesome. I love Corinne's smile, gone and, met you guys at the events and run into you. It's always a pleasure. And of course, Quenna, you and Russ are just near and dear to our hearts, and we're just so thankful you said yes. And I know you're glad it wasn't an energy bar, that carrot bar thing. And
there you go. Exactly.
we're all glad it wasn't an energy carrot bar. It's a gold carrot bar that we can, definitely utilize forever. So I'm just tickled to death with where we're going. Carrot bars for life. Carrot bars family is just, it's the best. I'm thankful for Cromley, who had the guts at his time in life where he was, had no idea his situation. And I just really, I check myself all the time thinking, man, would I have said yes to him if I knew he was living in a tent?
Exactly.
At the time he asked me, do you like gold? Flipping it around. I may have never heard about this, and so just I'm thankful for Care Bar, thankful for Harold. We just lift him up and this company, and we just need to declare a hedge of protection around this forever and keep this thing going because we're on a mission. We have lives to change.
Yep.
For sure.
Thank you guys for asking me on as well. Let's never forget where we've come from. I mean, Brian there, I remember Brian, me telling this story a couple of years ago in London. And what happened with Brian, we can now stop happening to people when we come out of the other side of whatever we come out of. We can actually stop that happening to other people. And Brian's story is a real inspirational story, really inspired me when he told me that. And yeah, it's given me, this call, it's been a phenomenal call. It's really given me another wake-up call. We all need a wake-up call now and then. It's given me a reality check. And it's also got my mind, I love strategies. I'm a strategist, and it's got my mind going with different strategies now. So yeah, thanks guys. Really appreciate you letting me come on. And yeah, let's just go out there and let's have an amazing time.
Yeah, I totally agree. Thank you so much, Joby. You're totally awesome. Thank you for helping me today. Andy, I'm so glad I got the thought of you being on the segment with us. Very, very inspirational. Joby, let me ask you about, is this going to be something like we could share on the Synergy Go Facebook group, or is this something that you want people to contact you privately? You don't want to have to send out a bunch of different somethings, do you?
Right. Hold on. Okay. In the comments of the YouTube? Okay, Denise, I don't understand it, but we're going to get the word out. It can be on Synergy, it can be on your YouTube channel, it can be anywhere. It's just, we just, I don't know if all it is math, right? And it's nothing, it's not guaranteeing anything. It's just showing if this happens, this occurs, right?
Right,
So
right. No, there's nothing speculative.
Yeah, it's all based on utilizing the multi-GPAC.
Joe Maloney always says numbers never lie, and if you hit those numbers, those numbers don't lie. So it's not speculation. It's just if you hit those numbers, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I think that gives a great visual for people to see. Oh, I might could do this. I think that's very strong. Sean Maloney said we could put it in the files of the Synergy Go group, and we could just direct people there. And
Excel will go in as a file there. Okay, well then that's brilliant. Good deal.
So that's a great thing. I want to encourage everybody. Something that I always want to make sure that you guys understand is our next event. That's the most important event. So there's two things that I'm thinking about. One is at 2:00 p.m. Eastern today at www.wealthcreation.live. Wealthcreation.live. Martin Tebow goes through the presentation. His guest today is Anitza Nakos. And so it'll be an awesome presentation, but he's doing these every single day, 7 days a week for the next month or so. And then a guest closing it every day. And so there's that. And then definitely do not forget our staff meeting that we have every Monday night, 9:00 p.m. Eastern at this same channel. So synergygoteam.com, and you and your team get there for all the corporate updates, inspiration, training, everything that you need. It's an awesome, awesome segment. So love you guys. Thank y'all so much. Special thanks to Joby and Andy today for being with me during coffee. And
I just had a thought. I wonder if I should turn on my K Merchant and charge some crypto. Wouldn't that help our coin flow? Wouldn't that help increase our
Yeah, maybe that would help it. Oh my goodness, that's funny. That's hilarious. But you guys, hey, Joby, if you'll stop sharing your screen, I'm gonna start sharing mine, and we'll get some good music as everybody leaves today.
Woohoo! Thanks. See you guys.
Woo-hoo!
Let's
All
go.
right.
Guys, thanks very much. Have a great day.
I would too, Sean Maloney. I'd be paying some KBC for that. You're right. All right. Talk to y'all later. See ya. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe.